there, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to the 62nd and final episode of Aussie Cluff. It was our bid to return Nottingham Forest to top of European football. If you haven't seen last episode, go and watch it. If you haven't, we didn't do it. We failed. Penalty shootouts, heartbreaking defeat to Paris in the semi-final, but we still have the league championship to play for, and we're going to do it this episode. And look at this, equal on points with Manchester City. Our goal difference is one better than them. They have scored more goals, so if they say they win 2-0, we win 1-0, they would then win the league because they're on the goals scored count back. Now, we're playing Bournemouth, as you can see. We are favourites. Our form has really dropped off lately, which is why we're in this position to start with. And Manchester City is playing West Brom, as you can see there. They're away to West Brom as well. A win for West Brom, and if we were to beat Bournemouth, they would be safe. So, it really hurts my heart as a Villa fan, but we really need West Brom to do us a favour here. So, we'll see how we go, but yeah, this is just a massive, massive episode. And the final, as I said, the final one for Football Manager 2018, which is a little bit sad, isn't it? I just really hope we can go out on a massive, massive high here. And this is a team we're sending out. It's going to be Jordan Pickford in goal, Watanabe, Buzanel and Quijano across the back, Milovanovic down the right, Scando down the left, Joyce and Slater in midfield, and you can see it's all attack up front. We're going with Kowalski, with Elazar, and with Ortiz, just back from injury. We still have Mosley, not quite fit on the bench, along with Perez, who's really not had the best second half to the season after coming back from injury. Hit the post last episode too. Heartbreaking, heartbreaking stuff. So let's see what we can do here. A win necessarily isn't enough. We need to win by a big margin. So 4-4-2 for Bournemouth. That's kind of what we're expecting. Now, I know 4-3-3 has tended to work well. We don't really have, again, with fit wingers. It's a problem that we sort of run into this second half of the year, isn't it? It's time to put this poor run of form to end, make it count. I'm wondering, I'm thinking it's a pressure off kind of team talk. You go out there and play a game, the result will come. I think I like that. We are at home too, which should hopefully help, especially if we can get an early goal. You'd think Bournemouth might start to crumble a little bit. The fans will roar us home. Come on, Forest, we need this. For one final time, the Forest fans sing us on to kick off. And after this game, what we'll be doing too, we'll do our end of season awards like normal at the end of the season. And also we're going to pick, or I'm going to pick, the best team of our time at Nottingham Forest. So that should be interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments about that when you do see the team. There will be a goals of the season, as always. We'll do that. Here's a good ball for Nathan Slater. Can he square it? Get off to the perfect start for Ortiz! Oh, he's put it over the bar! There will be a goal of the season coming out on Thursday, as per normal, the Thursday episode. So make sure, it's not really an episode, it'll be about 2 minutes long. But make sure you keep an eye out for that. We've got some screaming goals to vote on for that one. And then next week as well, there'll be little teasers coming out about what I'm doing for FM20, FM 2019. So keep an eye out for those as well. Everything's coming along nicely for that, so I'm excited for that. I know there is still a few weeks before FM 2019 comes out. I just need that time to see what we can do from here. It's Elazar. I haven't seen a goal come up for Manchester City yet, which is good, but we're only 3 minutes in. Slater for Ortiz. Ortiz, look at that run from Kowalski. Go on, Kowalski! Go! What a play that was. Did you see the run from Kowalski? I think it was a 1-2 with Ortiz in the end, wasn't it? Let's maybe just give them a concentrate here. That was a wonder goal. Look at this. Elazar into... Who did he pass to here? It was Slater. So Slater went in for Ortiz. And then, look at the run, bursting forward, Kowalski. What a goal that is. Is that worthy of an honourable mention in goals of the season? We'll have to wait and see, won't we? It's a great start, 5 minutes in. So yeah, what I was going to say is that I need that time in my day job kind of thing as an author. I need to really get ahead of ahead of the deadlines here, because FM 2019 is going to take up quite a lot of my time for those first few weeks. So I just need the next couple of weeks to get ahead on that. City have scored as well, so it's all even. We're matching their score right now. Now, what we don't need to do is go and give a goal away to Bournemouth here. Oh, if a win was enough, it would be okay, wouldn't it? Kowalski's done well to tackle that, but it has fallen to Rodriguez. I wonder if that's Jay Rodriguez. We're lunging in a little bit there. Come on, boys. We're putting good pressure on. That's good defence, actually. We really put the pressure on there. Now, get rid of it, Quijano. Oh, no. Bit of luck there. That could have gone anywhere, and it has fallen to Buzanel's feet. That's a good flick on there for Ortiz. What can Ortiz do? Go on, Ortiz. Ortiz! Not quite good enough, was it? Didn't quite get the power in the finish. Alright. Can we win that header? Watanabe. What a beast he is in the air. Oh, no, that hasn't fallen for us, but Buzanel's there. Buzanel, hopefully he will continue to be there. He's I thought he's had a really good season this year. Good old Buzanel. Ortiz, it's a lofted ball over for Milovanovic. Can he get across in? He can. It's there. It's going to be easy. Go for Kowalski. He has two. Piotr Kowalski, he has been very hit and miss, hasn't he, this season? But he is on fire when it matters most to us. Well, it actually probably mattered most last episode, and he missed a penalty that would have sent us through to the final, but let's not worry about that. He's making amends here. Oh, what a goal this is. Not as good as the first one, but again, just that late darting run from Kowalski. We have been using him in a deeper role, haven't we? And I wonder if that's maybe doesn't suit him as much. Maybe we should have been playing this more attacking formation the whole time. But it was working well, wasn't it, having the three across midfield. So I don't think we can have too many regrets about that. But let me know what you think in the comments if you disagree. But it was working, so I think we were right to go with it. Now it's happening here. Buzanel again. He's either going to have an absolute belter, or he's setting himself up for a horrible, heartbreaking mistake, isn't he? Mason Slater, good run, but just lost out the end there. But we still have the ball with Joyce. Joyce, that's a good ball for Scando. Scando just can't quite keep it in. Well, he kept it in, but you know what I mean. Didn't quite keep possession. Come on, Forest. Now let's keep our heads here. They've got men forward. It's just in the gap of the two defenders there. No one's challenging for the cross that comes in. It's off the post. Well, is this going to be our day? Are the football gods with us? Time will tell. Oh, that's a crunching tackle. Is that the same guy that got that tackle before as well? Slater? Buzanel again. Just feeds it to Joyce. Joyce for Slater. Slater first time balling for Ortiz. Ortiz again for Kowalski. Kowalski for the hat-trick. Oh, that was a really good chance, wasn't it? Really good chance. Right, let's just tell them to keep their concentration here. I haven't seen a second Manchester City goal pop up yet, so far, so good on that front. Oh, come on. We're doing so well. A third goal would, you'd think, secure the 3 points. But 2-0, it's always that chance, isn't there? They get one back and then we get nervous. Come on, West Brom. Can't believe I've said that on the internet. Come on, boys. Let's just concentrate here. Win this header. Watanabe's there. He should and does win the header. We can't quite get to the second ball, though. Go on, Scando. Go on, Scando. No, Slater's there. Slater, good pressure. Good pressure. Great pressure. Go on, Kowalski. Feeds it out for, is that Elazar? It is for Kowalski. Can he return the favour to Ortiz? Not quite. They just got the men back, didn't they? Now there's an early ball. Watanabe's there again. Heads it clear, but not to a teammate Slater. Oh, we're up for this, aren't we? We are really, really up. This is the best we've played for a long, long time. Slater, that's a good ball, isn't it, for Kowalski into space for Elazar. He hasn't got the pace. He's got Milovanovic in space, so can he get a cross in? Look at the men in the box. Go on, Milovanovic. He crosses. It's there for Kowalski! Off the bar again. Almost a hat-trick before half-time for Piotr Kowalski. Is that half-time? It is. Now, I think... Now, what do we tell them here? Now, just make sure that is still just the 1-0. Oh, I thought that was a red card for West Brom there. That would be devastating, wouldn't it? Okay, so... Is the team talk... The thing is, if you tell them not to, so don't get complacent, they tend to just hang on to that lead, don't they? I'm wondering if we give it a passionate... I'm very happy with the way you're going, keep it up. That's worked well, hasn't it? We might just do a few individual team talks, the guys that could do a little bit better, tell them that, and then we'll come back for a second half. We're 45 minutes away, boys. Can we do this? Okay, no tactical changes. We're going to keep going for it for now. Yeah... Is that because this is the thing? A win's not enough, is it? That's sort of the unfortunate position that, well, I mean, I put us in, but you know that we're in. Is that a win isn't necessarily going to be enough for us. This is a nice start to the half. Can Elazar get us off? No, not quite. Kowalski comes in, another good tackle, but we just still can't quite find the shot on goal. Scando, what a pass! That is first time. Plucked it from the air and straight to the feet of Joyce. Joyce for Elazar. Elazar, she's gone back. This is okay. We're keeping possession. Watanabe's there. Up for Scando. Scando in for Slater. Slater for Kowalski again. Kowalski for Scando. This is wonderful stuff. That's flowing football at its finest. Oh, come on, boys. again, that third goal, you think that guarantees the 3 points, and then we can just kind of play off what City's doing. And that puts the pressure on them too. They have to get 4. And even West Brom's, they're a relegation side, but 4 goals is not easy to score. It's a good ball, isn't it, for Slater? Can he get a cross in? It does. It's there. It's Elizage. It's off the bar again, I think. Or did the keeper save that? We still got the ball, though. Slater again. It's ricocheting around the box, and Bournemouth clear it into touch. Oh, come on. Line out for Forest after that one. Right, let's give them another concentrate here. I still haven't seen another City goal come off. City score again. We're going to be nervous, aren't we? Alright, do we need to change anything? I don't think we need to change anything just yet. Kowalski. Still on a hat-trick, of course. It's a decent enough idea, isn't it? But just not... Elizage isn't the striker to run onto that. Oh, come on, boys, come on. I'm so nervous. So nervous. Can we go and win that? We can. That's not a good pass. Milovanovic pounces. Elizage, first time pass for Kowalski. Look at this. We're pinging this around. Why didn't we do this against Paris last episode? Elizage to Milovanovic. Milovanovic. Decent ball for Elizage. Now, can he find a cross instead of getting on the end of one? It's decent. It's Kowalski on the hat-trick. Good defending again by Bournemouth, isn't that? Just last-ditch stuff, but it's just enough right now. Joyce for Slater. Look at Scando in space down the side here. It's gone the other way for Milovanovic. Milovanovic... for Kowalski, can he square it? He can. It's Ortiz! Go! That is surely the 3 points in the bag. We'll praise them for that. Now it's just about can we run up the score? City now need to score 4 to take the title from us. And if we were to get a 4th and they need 5, I don't think it would happen. Oh, good goal again, isn't it? Kowalski's having absolute game of his life. Now, can we, if we go to update, is that going to give us the scores from around the grounds? Where are we here? City at 2-0. I missed that. It's only just happened, but City at 2-0. No, we want pitch. There is a way to get the scores to come up here, I think, but I'm not sure. I mean, I could find out, couldn't I? But I would almost rather not see it, to be honest. Alright, so they're only... City need 2 more, don't they, to take it from us right now. Kowalski, that's a great ball for Milovanovic. Can he get another cross in? He can. It's not his best work, though. It's not his best. It's too close to the keeper. Way too close to the keeper. It's catching practice, isn't it? Oh, come on. We had it away, Buzzanell. Oh, we've missed that. Kowalski, can we pounce on this mistake? Ortiz, look at the man here. Get him in. Scando. Wonderful ball for Ortiz. Ortiz, first time for Mason Slater. Oh, that was, again, wonderful stuff. Some of our passing, first time passing this game has just been magnificent, hasn't it? Alright, Slater whips in the corner. Can we find someone on the end of it? It's a cross goal. Hit that. Joyce. It's not his best effort. It's not his best effort. Give them an encourage after this. Another set piece. Slater knocks it in again. It's in the mixer. It's there. It's straight at the keeper, though. Oh, I'm not sure who it was that got on the end of that, but you wonder if they could have done a little bit better. Encourage. Oh, 19 shots on goal. We've only scored 3, sorry. Can we get one more? You feel like one more. Let's have a sneaky look at the City score. City still 2-0. Still 2-0. Alright, corner. Oh, don't score. Defend this, boys. Defend this. Concentrate, boys. That would have hurt us. That would put City just 1 goal away. I haven't been able to give them a shout for a while here, have we? Alright, Ortiz, he's just coming back from an injury. He's looking tired. Mosley has some minutes in his legs. I think we're going to bring him on. We'll play him as his poacher. Just see if he might be able to be the man to get on the end of something here for us. Perez is almost a good option as well, but he just hasn't been scoring lately. Alright, here comes the corner. Slater, can we wrap it up from this? It's Watanabe, it's down, it's off the bar, and it's still there for us. Oh, Mosley's done well. Is he going to win that? He's going to keep the ball for us, I think. He's quick. He's done really well there, Callum Mosley. Gets the ball back into the box, but there's no one there. We're all retreating, which is probably the intelligent thing to do because we don't need to concede a goal right now. Should we go off attack? Probably, but we're not going to, I don't think. Scando. That's reminiscent of the tackle he attempted against Paris, isn't it? The first goal they scored last episode, but of course, their attacker was too good and jumped over it. Alright, let's have a quick look. Do we need to panic here and go for a last-minute goal? City are still 2-0. Unless they... Let's just watch the updates. Unless they score 2 goals here, I think we've done this, boys. I think we've done it. I think we've done it. What's happening in our game? It's a decent ball down the line, isn't it? Watanabe's there. Good strength from Watanabe. We've cleared it. It's all over. We have won the Premier League title, boys. Woohoo! It was not the Champions League, is it? Our stated goal was the Champions League. We didn't quite manage that. But we have won the Premier League, and that's not a bad consolation prize. We are the champions, my friends. Not a bad double, is it? We've won the Carling Cup, Carabao Cup, and the Premier League in the same season. That is so close to the treble, isn't it? So close to the treble. All the bonuses, that's going to cost us an absolute fortune. Everybody was on a bonus for winning the Premier League and the Champions League this year. Would have bankrupted the club if we won both, I think. Kowalski was absolute class, wasn't he? What a performance from Kowalski. 2 goals and an assist when we needed it most. £39 million in the bank. Another $5 million paid out. So guys, what we'll do, wait right there. We'll come back for the end of season awards. And then, of course, we'll select our best 11 from our time at Forest. Alright guys, just before we get to the end of season awards, look what the under-18s have gone and done. They've gone and done what we couldn't. We have returned Forest top of European football, just at under-19 level. Look at this, absolute devastation in the final 5-2. Let's have a quick look at these highlights, shall we? Alright, here we go. Let's have a look at this. This is, I don't know what order team scored. Looks like we're putting some good pressure on them here, though. Not a very good clearance. Dugan pounces to Owens, and that is not a bad way to open a Czech final. Is it 5 minutes in? Nottingham Forest 1-0 up. 7 goals in a final is absolutely... Sometimes you get that in the under-19 games. I've sort of had a quick glance at the youth under Champions League on TV. I think it's on Eurosport, isn't it? And you do get some absolute goal. That's a shot come cross. That's a bit of a fluky goal, but 2-0 to Forest on that one. O'Connell, is it? I think that says. From the corner, Harper knocks it in. This basically wrapped it up. Oh, what? Oh, I thought that was going to go in first. That's offside, isn't it? Surely it is offside. Lawrenson has his flag up. Not quite sure why we saw that. So I think it's still 2-0 at this point to us, isn't it? See, this is going to be one of their goals back. Nah, not the best defending. Not quite sure what the keeper was doing there either. That's why we play these games, isn't it? They're learning experiences at the end of the day. We come in again. Not the best ball for Harper, but he tracks it down. Gets the cross in. And it is taken down. A bit of a deflection. Dugan again. That's his second of the game, isn't it? That makes it 3-1. 26 minutes in, 3-1. Second half now, obviously. O'Connell. Oh, come on, boys. Gets a nice ball in, isn't it? Oh, what a ball to the back post. And a little bit of luck. Massive amounts of luck on that one for 4-1. So that when that goes in, you know it's your day, doesn't it? You're 4-1 up, you've just seen the ball come off the crossbar and cleared into your striker's head. This is going to make it 5-1. Harper again. Harper's had a good game, hasn't he? In for Lawless. Lawless is... If we were playing another season... Well, even next season, I think Lawless would have... I mean, he'd almost replaced Perez, to be honest. But given that he's an academy player as well, he would have been in the Champions League squad and he was already in the Premier League squad because he's young. He doesn't have to be registered. But that was the consolation goal at the end. Again, not the best defending, but it was the 90th minute. They were already celebrating, weren't they? So well done to the under-19s or under-18s winning the under-19 World Cup. Absolute domination in the final. Look at that. 18 shots to 2. They scored with their only 2 shots on goal, which doesn't say much for Callaghan, our third choice keeper, does it? But we lift the trophy, and that's the main thing, isn't it? All right, let's get on with the let's try that again. Let's get on with the end of season awards. Just before we get to the club awards, I thought you might like to see this. Jordan Pickford won the Golden Glove, so congratulations to him. He turned out to be quite a good signing, didn't he? Manager of the Year, was there ever any doubt? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Premier League Team of the Year, Pickford, Quagliano, Watanabe, Recalde. Now, what did his injury cost us? Did that cost us the Champions League? I really, really like the guy. But, yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have him for the vital games at the end of the year. We needed him. We got that German bastard, though, by the way, the Dortmund player that injured him. Won't see him again. Now, on to the club awards. Now, this is the all-time 11. Now, we're going to do our own version of this. But players, now this is, of course, from the whole time of the game. So, it's not necessarily just our time at the club, but Vazquez is in there. Now, we sold Njoku, Suter, Malakase, Scando, I think, is well-deserved in them. Liam Mason, Tilly we had for a while, didn't we? And Elazar up top. I mean, that's just an absolute no-brainer. We don't need to see where they are. Now, end-of-season awards. Here we go. Mariano Ortiz, player of the season. 40% of the vote ahead of Watanabe and Quijano. Forest love a defender, apparently, don't they? Mason Slater, goal of the season. His goal against Manchester United August 26th. That'll be one of the ones you can vote on Thursday. But make sure you check back for that. Pickford, signing of the season. We had a few signings this year, but $5 million, we are paying him over $100,000 a week. But yeah, difficult to argue. Mason Slater, young player of the year. And if we look at our team of the season, Pickford in goal, Watanabe, Quijano, Buzanel, Olanu over Milovanovic. I'm not sure I agree with that one game. I've got to say, I think Milovanovic was the better of those two. Scando down the left. Aussie Chris was injured for so much of the season. Scando probably played most of the games, and it was impossible not to pick him there. Kowalski, Recalde, and Slater across midfield. You'd think Griffiths or Joyce, one of them, would go in there as a sort of a defensive option, but three very good players. And Ortiz and Elazar up top. Very few arguments, I think, can be had with that. Look at the stats. Ortiz, top goal scorer with 23. Mason Slater, highest match rating of 7.55. Scando, 13 assists. And how many of those had Elazar's head on the end of them, I wonder? Really good effort from for a wing-back, isn't it, at the top of the assist chart. Recalde, whoa, 88% passing success rate. Man of the Match award split between Mason Slater and Elazar. Olanu, 10 yellow cards, and Scando, just the one red. Season in review. Let's see here. We lost in the semi-finals of the Champions League on penalties to Paris. We don't need to be reminded about that one. Won the Premier League, though. That's a nice one. FA Cup, we lost in the 4th round. And, of course, we won the Carabao Cup as well. 2 from 4. Not bad. Not the one we wanted, but I think we can hold our heads up proud with that one. Look at the league form. We were right up there for most of the season, weren't we? Moment of the season, the 5-0 win over Tottenham. Personally, 3-0 over Barcelona. That was just elation, wasn't it? That was amazing. Moment to forget, 2-1 loss to Manchester United. Yeah, I mean, we didn't lose that many. The Paris one was just gut-wrenching, though, wasn't it? That was really, really painful. We don't need to see where are they now. Squad dynamics, this doesn't really matter, but team leaders were Elazar, Griffiths, and Joey Joyce got in there in the end as a team leader. But there we go. So let's just take pause there and have a look at what I think is our best team from our time at Nottingham Forest. Okay, so let's have a think about our team of our time at Nottingham Forest. Now, there's a couple of really, really tough decisions here, and the first one, I think, is at goalkeeper. Now, we had really lots of goalkeepers, almost a goalkeeper every season, didn't we? Obviously, it comes down, for me, between Vazquez and Pickford. Now, we had Vazquez for 2 really good seasons. We made the Champions League final with him. But, I mean, we saw Pickford won the Golden Glove. We won the Premier League with him. He almost single-handedly took us through to the final with that penalty shootout performance against Paris. So I think by an absolute penalty shootout, I pick Pickford over Vazquez, but only just. Yeah, so we go with Pickford in goal. Now, if we go across the back, I think it doesn't pick itself, but I think Quijano and Buzanel are there. And I wanted to sort of have, we came up through the leagues with some really good defenders. And I think Malakase. I think we're going to throw him in there as well. Honourable mentions for Davidson. You remember the big towering guy we had on loan for quite a few seasons from, I think, Middlesbrough. He gets an honourable mention. He was close, as was Novikov. But I just think Malakase was so good for so long. Team leader as well, wasn't he? He was captain for our run up the league. So Malakase joins Quijano and Buzanel across the back. Now, left back, there's only really one option. It's Scando, isn't it? We had who did we have? De Silva Lopez, I think, wasn't it? We had him for a while at left back, but I think in the second season, Scando pretty much took over at left back full time and never looked back. So Scando down the left, right side wing back. Now there's 3 in my mind. There's Toth, there is Njoku, and there is Milovanovic. You could make a very, very valid argument for all 3 of them. I'm going to go with Toth. I know we sold him because he wasn't good enough defensively, but going forward, he was just electric. And for a right wing-back, that's essentially what you want, isn't it? I think another season or 2, Milovanovic probably would have got there. And Njoku was brilliant. But for me, Toth just has it. Now, midfield. Again, so many good options here. Griffiths was with us for a long, long time, so he's going to get sort of a defensive role. Good old Steve Griffiths. So I think that's fair enough. Now, the sort of a playmaker, other role in midfield, I'm going to give an honourable mention to Arosa. because we sold him, but he was quite good for us for a couple of years there. Just didn't quite develop, and we got a good price for him. Other two honourable mentions, Mason Slater and Recalde. I think had we played another season with them in the team, that one or both of them probably would have made it into this team. But I'm going to give it to Joey Joyce. Again, he's come in early on. I think we had him in the we had him on loan for a year, was in the Championship, and then we ended up buying him for the Premier League. He was a really, really solid performer for us. So I think Joey Joyce deserves as the advanced playmaker, sort of central midfield role. Now, in behind the two strikers, we really, really struggled to find anyone to play here, didn't we? Tilly was really, really good going up through the leagues, but I think Championship was kind of where he maxed out, wasn't it? And we didn't really have anything from him after that. Zelaw, I don't think we can forget him. He's in this conversation because he was, I mean, Ole Gunnar Zelaw, he ended up being known because he came off the bench, played that role, was absolutely brilliant. But just didn't quite have the consistency, did he? Again, he was really, really good in the Championship, and never really we couldn't start him, could we? So I don't think he quite makes Team of the Year. We saw it today against Bournemouth. Kowalski for me. We paid $40 million to get somebody in there that could absolutely play the role to a T, and he did that, and he had a couple of bad games in there, but I think Kowalski is the man to play in behind the striker. Now up front, Elazar is just hands down. There's no argument about that, is it? We had him from League One, kind of like Scando, and he was just brilliant for us. The other position, it's a toss-up for me. It's between Callum Mosley and it's between Mariano Ortiz. Callum, we had him from League One all the way up through the leagues. I'm going to give it to Ortiz. And I don't want to give it to Ortiz, necessarily. I think that they are just level pegging. But I think Ortiz scored more goals more consistently. Callum Mosley he came off the bench and he played a lot of sort of cup games and lesser Premier League teams and got a lot of goals against them, granted. But Ortiz, I just think when the big game was there, Ortiz was someone we could rely on to get the goals. So we're going to give it to him. So there it is. That is our team of our time at Nottingham Forest. Let me know what you think. Is there any disagreements you have there? Anybody else you think deserves an honourable mention? Liam Mason probably goes close to an honourable mention as well, actually, in the defensive midfield role. But I just feel like he wasn't as good as the others, was he? So I will take back that honourable mention. But guys, that's it for FM18. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, thumbs up, hit like on the video, and make sure you subscribe because FM 2019 is going to be absolutely huge. As soon as the beta comes out, we're going to have a beta save. I'll announce that. As I said, there'll be a little sneak peek video coming up in the next few days here. Goals of the season will be coming out on Thursday as usual. You'll be able to vote for that at Aussie Villain on Twitter for your favourite. Like I say, there's a few cracking goals in there, so make sure that you check that out. And I do have Age of Gladiators. We'll still keep that going. Sort of if you need something to hold you over till FM19 comes out. It's a bit of fun. I do enjoy it. So yeah, check that out if you are so inclined. But until FM19, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you've got all the way to the end here with me. So I'll see you for FM19. Take care.